What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, my favorite part, please leave you all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested and intrigued to hear what you all have to say about these topics that we discuss. And let's get right into this work, man, because Dallas Cowboys, it's always something interesting going on in Cowboys Nation, ain't it? As reports have been flying out about these contract extensions between Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons. There's been so many reports flying out, man, that every time I've sat down and tried to make a video, about these topics when I had the time, a new development had came out. And so before anything else happened, I wanted to report on it, as the Dallas Cowboys have come out and said that they are prioritizing CeeDee Lamb's contract extension over Dak Prescott's contract extension. Now, this wouldn't be much of a problem, as it's quite natural for NFL teams to do, prioritize who's contract and all that kind of stuff to make sure deals work out across the board. But this issue seems to be one that is going to leave an odd man out, as Dak Prescott is on record for wanting to be the highest paid quarterback in the league at an estimate of about $60 million a year. Micah Parsons has made it known for quite some time that he wants to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, taking that title from one Justin Jefferson. And now today, the new development is that CeeDee Lamb wants to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. This is going to definitely leave somebody out, and I truly believe it's going to be Dak Prescott. Not that the Dallas Cowboys would want that. It's just that the Cowboys, in another development, came out and said that CeeDee Lamb is the most talented player on the offense, not Dak Prescott. And that being public information, them making that known is what really, sorry, y'all. Is what really makes me feel like Dak is going to be the one, the odd man out in this situation. CeeDee Lamb is still young. Micah Parsons is still young. CeeDee Lamb could definitely be, the number one wide receiver in a Dallas Cowboys offense. Micah Parsons could definitely lead that phenomenal defense that's full of studs. But again, there's a lot of questions surrounding Dak Prescott, as he's been in the league close to almost 10 years. And we all know Dak's resume, not reaching the NFC Conference Championship game. Not to just blame him for that. His predecessor, Tony Romo, was never able to reach that prestigious game. And in addition to not reaching the Super Bowl, the one thing that the Dallas Cowboys have built their reputation on, and one thing that Cowboys Nation, year in, year out, have an expectation for. But Dak has not been able to get the job done. And now, in days past, Dak's contract was always priority because, situations, I feel like Dez Bryant kind of got himself put out of Dallas, with his antics and some of his behavioral problems. But at the same time, Dak isn't the best guy on the roster now, and I feel like the Dallas Cowboys may be gearing up to get ready to bring Trey Lance in and start the Trey Lance era. As I've even heard a rumor about Dak being traded to the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, of course, that's going to take some tweaking up to do. I believe the Chargers have Justin Herbert over there as well. Excuse me. The Los Angeles Rams. Excuse me, y'all. I just went off the rails. The Los Angeles Rams have shown interest in trading for Dak Prescott, as Matthew Stafford is 36 years old. It's no secret that, he doesn't have much juice left in that orange, just off being how old he is, how long he's been in the league. And if this Dak deal doesn't get done after this season, I do feel like Dak will be the quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. He will be the replacement for Matthew Stafford, and then the Trey Lance era will commence. And now I'll tell you all something I've been holding in my back pocket for quite some time. I believe that Bill Belichick will be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys next season. If Mike McCarthy isn't able to bring a championship to Dallas. I don't think that Mike McCarthy is capable of that. I don't think that Dak Prescott is going to all of a sudden turn into a different football player that we have seen the last decade. I think Dak is what he is. He's a fourth round draft pick, from Mississippi State, so um, I wouldn't put much weight on that. Dak had a good 5 or 6 weeks in college. Somehow was able to get Mississippi State into the number one football program in the country for a little while there, and that's what Dak has been hanging his hat on. What he's been, essentially been getting paid off of. I would say, because in the NFL, Dak has had some spurts. He's had some good games, but sustaining that success has been a whole nother issue in itself. But again, the Dallas Cowboys are prioritizing CeeDee Lamb's deal. CeeDee is actually looking for a deal that would be close to Justin Jefferson's deal. I believe Justin Jefferson is making $30 million or $32 million, somewhere in that range. And so CeeDee Lamb is looking to make about that. I believe that one report I read was that he's looking to make $35 million. He's trying to surpass Justin Jefferson. So yeah, man, things are heating up in Dallas. I will say this, that if I was the Dallas Cowboys, I would move along with that. I would go ahead and pay CeeDee Lamb. I'm not sure if $35 million. CeeDee had some phenomenal numbers last season. I think he was seventh in yards for wide receivers. So definitely was putting up some numbers. Definitely looked like one of the new top receivers in the league as far as this new young bunch of receivers cropping up. The likes of Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, all these young guys that's gearing up for their first big paydays. My opinion is that they all deserve them. They've all put up the numbers. They've all shown that they have the goods. It's just that when you pay these guys, you know what I mean, there's cause and effect. And again, I believe if CeeDee Lamb is to get his money, I believe that he will. I'm, of all three of these guys, Michael Parsons is the one I'm the most confident in getting his money. And Dak is the one I'm the least confident in. And all this boils down to what happens this season, as the Dallas Cowboys don't necessarily have to extend any of these guys right now in this season. Everybody's under contract for this year. I believe that CeeDee Lamb has been holding out and from training camp, and Michael Parsons has just been doing his own thing, his own practicing. So it's interesting to see how these things are going to unfold. Again, I think that there's more than just these contracts brewing in Dallas. I feel like there's going to be a lot of earthquake moving around going on in the NFL. One being, again, maybe Dak is moved along. I can see him going to the Rams. The Rams, could use a quarterback. They have a lot of talent over there with Cooper Kupp, the new guy, Puka Nacua. They're back. Excuse me. The running back, his name escapes me, but Kyron Williams. Yeah, it's one of my favorite fantasy football players right there, Kyron Williams. They got some weapons over there in LA. And so if the situation doesn't work out, they will be primed and looking for a quarterback of Dak Prescott's ilk after the Matthew Stafford era is over. I doubt that the Rams will be looking into a full rebuild. And again, I can see the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Cowboys moving forward with the Trey Lance era, a newly paid Michael Parsons and a newly paid CeeDee Lamb. And just seeing where the chips fall from that point. If the Dallas Cowboys, I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are really known for getting a quarterback out of free agency. That would be cool too. To just see, I don't know who's on the chessboard that they will get or will be eligible to get in the near future, but that would be cool to be cool too. But I think Trey Lance, he didn't really get a fair shot in San Francisco, so see what that kid got. Um, he was good in college, so let's see what he's made of. But that's just barring to see how these dominoes fall in this contract situation. Again, the Dallas Cowboys are prioritizing CeeDee Lamb over Dak Prescott, and I don't know. I don't know what that's going to mean for the near future and the long-term future for the Dallas Cowboys. Again, I've been hearing about Bill Belichick waiting in the wings for this job. Him and Stephen Jones have been in talks. Jerry Jones probably won't let this go down. I'm not saying that he won't let this go down, but Jerry probably doesn't agree with this move, which is probably why we've been hearing rumors that Jerry Jones is thinking about selling the team. I think that Jerry Jones is a micromanager. He's a control freak. And so Stephen Jones, who is the co-owner, his son, of the Dallas Cowboys, if Stephen Jones is to move forward with this move, I don't know if it would start a civil war as well with the Dallas Cowboys. That's why I say it's a lot of things going on in Dallas. There's a lot of things that's being reported, not being reported. If y'all don't know, I lived in Dallas 10 years, so I was always talking to Cowboys fans and met a few people that have actually worked with the Cowboys in my journalism career. So it's been adventurous, hearing stories about these guys. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of things going down, a lot of things moving around. And I don't see how the Dallas Cowboys could pay Micah, pay CD, and pay Dak and move forward. They're already paying a number of other guys. I think Trayvon Diggs. It was a list of other guys that's already getting paid. So, the Dallas Cowboys will have to find a way to finesse and finagle and make a lot of things happen. So we will see. We will see. And again, I think that all of this comes down to, what the Dallas Cowboys do this season that's going to gear up for next season. Because if the Dallas Cowboys repeat what they did last season, if they repeat what they did last season by being defeated by my Green Bay Packers, now I'm not saying that the whole transpiring of events will have to repeat themselves, but if the Dallas Cowboys don't make it to the NFC Conference Championship game or a Super Bowl, and at the maximum win it, but at the minimum make it to one of those games, I think there's going to be a new era in Dallas, and that may mean from Jerry Jones on down, as there have been reports about him thinking about selling the team. So we'll see. I'll definitely keep y'all updated on this situation. Again, I've been trying to report on these contract situations as quickly as I possibly can, but I want to make sure when I do come to the mic that all developments are updated and I'm not hitting y'all with some outdated information. But as of right now, the Dallas Cowboys are prioritizing CeeDee Lamb's contract over Dak Prescott's, and we will see where that lead us from there. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. Please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay busy on the platform. And last but not least, my favorite part, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Are you a Cowboys fan? How do you feel about the Dallas Cowboys, and where do you see this situation going and unfolding? Because there's definitely a lot of moving pieces in Cowboys Nation right now. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.